Good afternoon, everyone. It's Diane from California Tea and Herbal. And do you ever have a week where you just kind of need a treat? You know, I drink tea for two main reasons. Because I love the taste and because I know it's probably just about the healthiest beverage in the world that I've been able to find. That's why I drink tea. I don't know why you drink it, but probably pretty close to my reasons. However, sometimes we have a week where we want to do something a little extra, even if it's not the healthiest way to utilize tea. And that was this week. So this week I'm going to show you a beautiful way to use teas and herbals in a dessert, and that is a float. Okay, everyone's had floats, classic root beer float, but these are tea floats. And I'm going to make two. The first one is a mint chocolate chip and Moroccan mint float with fresh strawberries. And as I make it, I'm going to tell you how to put it together because it's so simple. We start with 8 ounces of the Moroccan mint. Now, I use about a tablespoon of tea for this 8 ounces. You can even have more because you want it to be particularly strong. And I did a float, a recipe I found for a similar float. I didn't like it because it was totally unsweetened tea. So I went ahead and put about a heaping teaspoon of sugar. Like I said, this isn't going to be the healthiest thing we've ever done with tea, but it's delicious. So this is a sweetened and chilled cup of Moroccan mint, and I like mine really cold. And then we have some beautiful mint chocolate chip ice cream. And one other ingredient, strawberries that have been macerated by putting a little bit of sugar over the top and bringing out those juices. So now I'm going to start putting together this beautiful float. Okay, here we go, assembling. You start with a scoop of the chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip ice cream. Make it a pretty good scoop. I like them pretty good scoops. And then I'm going to use about a cup of strawberries per float, and they're quartered, and as I said, they're macerated with a little bit of the sugar. So a layer of strawberries on top of that, and then just pour a little bit of that chilled tea. Now start all over again. Scoop of the mint chocolate chip ice cream. Actually, it's 2, I guess you could say, but they're small scoops. So you've got your ice cream. Back to these delicious strawberries. Now, you're going to have some juice in this strawberry. So I like to, and I'm dividing this in half because I'm going to also use these for the next float. So there we go, some juice. And then we end with the rest of this Moroccan mint tea. Now, how does that look? But as I said before, proof of the pudding is I've got to taste it. You know, it's a hard job if somebody's got to do it, and it's going to be me. So I'll be right back, and I'm going to sharpen my taste buds and go for it. I know this isn't fair, and I apologize, but here we go. Now, when I was doing the in-store menu recipes, making all the drinks and things, I learned how to set these up so they look super good, and I hope this looks super good. Now, here we go. What a decadent thing to do with tea. I mean, really it is. But it's also very, very, very good. And make sure everything's, you know, good and solid. Like the ice cream should be really, really hard because it's going to melt really fast. And the tea should be like really frosty cold. And so Other than that, dig in and enjoy. Now let's get on to the second float. I can't wait to show this one to you. Float number 2. If you are a chocolate lover, this is very cruel to do to you because this is chocolatey to the max. We have a chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. Again, these macerated, delicious, juicy, ripe strawberries. And oh, what did we choose for the tea? Well, it's called chocolate coconut. I'm going to link both teas below, and I'm going to put the full recipes in the description. But this has rooibos and black tea, which gives it a real depth and richness. It has chocolate, cacao. It has toasted coconut. Oh man. So be sure and look at these teas. Click the link and check them out. And I gotta get going here. We don't want this ice cream to get too soft. Again, it should be good and hard. So let's put in our ice cream. And I've sweetened again the 1 cup of this with about a heaping teaspoon of sugar. I tried floats without sweetening, and trust me, they're just not as good. So we'll be a little decadent. We'll put in our strawberries. And it's about a cup of strawberries total. You can put in as many as you want. And then we'll pour a little of the tea over the top. Now the minute that liquid, anybody that's made floats knows when the liquid hits the ice cream, that thing's going to start to melt. So you want to do this nice and quick and dig deep down in there for the really hard frozen ice cream. And we'll finish that. And then the last layer of strawberries. So good. And you know, chocolate and strawberries are perfect complement. So we've got a few more berries, but what I'm going to do now is the rest of this juice, pour it right in there. And now this delicious coconutty, chocolatey, chilled ice cold tea on the top. It's just very beautiful, isn't it? Chocolate's got to be one of the great flavors of the world, and this blend of tea is so perfect. It's so smooth, and you can really get that toasted coconut too. Okay. Maybe you can hear the air conditioning. It's warm again today. Oh my word. I have a taste tester in the other room. I had him taste that first one. He doesn't even like mint usually as a flavor. I had to kind of fight him to get it back. So, because I thought he'd want this one. And I said, just wait, let me put it back in the freezer and then try this one. Kind of like eating a delicious chocolate covered strawberries. Oh boy. Now, this is delicious. And honestly, I know there's some sugar in it, but you compare it to a soda float, Coke, whatever, root beer. I'm going to put this as a much better option. So friends, we did it. We made 2 floats using tea today. And I would like to suggest that you really do try this, because if you've never cooked or done anything with tea in food or beverage, specialty drinks, this is a good one to start with. Next time, who knows? We may get very, very geeky. We may talk about, oh my goodness, the most classic tea imaginable. I don't know. The fun is, we'll see next time. But thanks for joining me. Please share this with friends who enjoy tea or are just getting into tea, and we'd love to have them. Please share, like, subscribe, and we thank you so much for joining us. Bye until next time.